Welcome back to the Toy Room. We're just about to start the first mission, and joining me in the field for the first time, Private AntLionAlpha.
Alright, let's go to war.
We certainly will. You may have seen I played a few levels before, but we're going to start right at the dinner table.
But I already had my burgers.
You can make a little extra room, I think.
This is Bravo Leader 1. Do you copy? Nuts! The portal should be just across that field. You ready? How about you, man? Let's turn on the bruise machine.
Now, the comment has been made before, of course, that no people could live in a house that had constant explosions going off like this.
Yeah, the family might get some eviction notice.
I think this might be a little overkill, though. If something like this were going on at a dinner table, even in some abandoned household, and it can't possibly be abandoned with how nicely it's set up, right?
Jimmy, pick up your toys. They're shooting each other again.
No explosions at the dinner table, my mom always used to say. At any rate, there are a few differences here between the first game and this one. The sniper rifle is much more specific. We actually can make decent headshots, and then be one-hit kills.
I'm always sick of those snipers that take several shots to kill someone in the head.
Yeah, it's like, how many shots can you take to the head anyways? But, Riff, of course, does a much more streamlined approach with his bazookas. Speaking of bazookas, you know when you used to make your planes or helicopters fly over the table?
I actually never had one of those remote control helicopters. My parents wouldn't let me have one.
I didn't either. I just had, like, the one that you rev up with the string and let it go for a little while.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had one of those.
And even if I did still have that, I'd be horrified if it exploded onto the table.
Black baby canary down.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no lack of action right in the beginning. And pretty quick, too.
Those napkins that are like fans.
Yes, a very fancy abandoned household. Oh, who do we have here?
What a fabulous green hunk.
Portal destroyed, sir.
Leela from Futurama looks great in fully rendered 3D.
Any sign of Tannenberg? No, Colonel, he wasn't there.
Before any
his forces were
Futurama
dug
games,
in
this was her
pretty deep,
first
sir.
appearance.
I don't understand how the Tan can survive in the big world for so long without getting plastered.
Neither do we, but we suspect they've developed some means of counteracting the effects. All right, Vicky, stay close to me and watch your back.
So,
Whatever you say, Sarge.
Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2 is very progressive in including Vicky in the action now, as opposed to needing to be rescued.
Army Men 2 is what solely what moved the feminist.
Oh, exactly. Anita Sarkeesian must be very proud of this game.
You always point to it.
And even better, too, we actually may get to play as her later on, if you know what I mean.
Oh boy. Are we gonna get a Metroid-esque ending if we do it fast enough?
No, she's already pretty much... She's got the top half down of the Metroid ending. You know?
So when we beat the game, she puts on a suit of armor.
Exactly, yes. Now, there was a little bit of context missing in between the cutscenes here, but basically, we do know that they are getting serum.
What is going on?
Yeah, there's a little bit of game breaking. As they always say in strategy guides, don't try to jump on top of a tunnel off a cactus. Just breaks the game every time.
Now, Lieutenant, don't touch that cactus.
Exactly. So the main thing we're doing here is stopping these trains from getting serum to their supply on the other side.
Well, if you can't stop the train, at least we can count on Denzel watching.
Exactly. The taking of plastic 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, we ran out of bazooka rounds, so we do have to cross over to the other side. We were playing it safe there for a little while.
Is this bridge supposed to be made out of Legos? Colorful
That's
cheese
my
grates?
best guess. You know, there were train-specific sets of toys, I remember, but this is not like Lionel trains or anything like that.
Sarge, help!
Oh no, Vicky's in trouble! Except she handled that perfectly.
What a brave girl.
Yeah, hardly a damsel in distress, as you'll find out.
Anti-Peach.
Exactly. Actually useful.
Vicky for Smash 4.
Exactly. I think I might have blown it up a little too early. You can actually see on the train their precious serum.
Is that a beverage I might like to consume?
It might very well be. It might be what keeps the tan going so long all day. Endless amounts of caffeine.
I do like that about these types of games and just things in general where it's like it's focused on one type of toy, but it'll include like other things that like kids might play with or use as like obstacles or things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Did you see the Lego movie?
You know, I actually did not. I've been meaning to see
I won't
it.
spoil anything, but it does stuff like that. It's really great.
I do like stuff like that, and you'll see they didn't do it so much in Sarge's Heroes 1, but in 2 they definitely have a lot of fun with stuff. Explosions and excitement!
No girls allowed.
Well, except Vicky. So yeah, the point of the mission was basically just to kill as many people as you could.
Wahoo!
And somehow that was good enough.
Rated E forever.
General Plaster.
Look who it is!
It's one of those
What
street
would you give to
performers
me?
that pretends to be a statue.
What would you give to speak again?
It's a Plastro impersonator, yes.
I'm alive. I'm crab, ouchie.
Yes, Plastro. My
Waste no time being
anti-plastification
comedic.
serum has brought you back.
Really? Let me see that. Oh my. Oh,
Did it change
this
color
is
when you...
marvelous. Is there more?
More than we could
Yeah,
ever use.
looked like it did.
Enough to carry us to victory.
Yes.
Great graphics,
Victory! Did you say us?
Oh, come on now, darling. Surely the ruler of the entire
What a
world
seductress.
can afford one favor in exchange.
It's
for
because of
such
the accent.
powerful secrets.
Oh, one favor, you say? Well, what could such a delectable creature as you possibly want from me?
Eat all.
Oh.
Damn, we blew that bridge up.
Looks like they're still generating serum on the other side of the portal. Well, time to crash their party.
But first, crash the bridge.
Yep. So this is where the portal was leading to. They are keeping all their cans of serum here in the fridge.
I think everyone hopes a portal to another dimension just leads to a dimension full of giant food.
I wouldn't mind it at all. Now, this mission, if you'll remember, we are on hard difficulty here. This mission in particular can be quite infuriating. because it's very long. You'll find we go up to every different layer of this refrigerator.
I thought you were going to say it's hard because your stomach's constantly rumbling from all the imagery.
Well, that is true, too. If I were hungry, though, I wouldn't be blowing stuff up in the fridge.
Personally, I'm on a higher polygon count diet.
Yeah, things can't be too octagon-shaped. Or, you can't have gummy bread.
When I was younger, I wanted there to be gummy everything. Like life-size gummy bears and gummy silverware.
Oh man, they missed an opportunity when they could have had gummy bears as enemies.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have to destroy, as you can see, 6 cans, or 7 cans total, of this serum. The serum being another short word that starts with S, you know. Don't know how they would get that stuff concentrated into a perfume bottle like our spy has. Her name has not yet been revealed.
It's gotta be even smaller. Because they're not... They're toy size, so it's probably like the size of like a bee.
Yeah, a few drops of the serum, I guess, could be generated from an entire can could supply the entire army, and we're blowing up like 6 of these cans. Oh, look who's back.
Are you gonna look at the back of the milk carton and see that Tootie's missing?
Well, Tootie is not missing, but actually somebody else is. Or not missing. If you'll catch my drift, it's more of a wanted poster.
Wild West meets modern warfare.
Pretty much. Kitchen warfare. The cold, cold West.
Oh man, he's one of ours.
The Cold War.
I've got
Exactly.
to find that serum.
So as you'll see, we have a few of our members who are unfortunately lost in the cold. But they're nameless, so it's not like we missed saving Shrap or Thick or anybody like that.
They're just a few lines of code. Nobody will miss them.
I hardly knew them. And that's actually true. They definitely are very tricky about where they go, the soldiers in this fridge. And if you're on hard mode, you'll notice their aim is pretty perfect.
Can it get any better?
They had a full thing of armor, and they're gonna take this whole thing off pretty much. And I can barely hit the guys. Maybe it speaks for my lack of training, I don't know. Alright, soldiers, we're gonna do steps up the blocks of cheese today. Try not to get any on your shoes. Smell like dairy for days.
Watterson, get that out of your mouth.
Sorry, Sergeant. I couldn't help but eating the obstacles. My favorite brand, too, smelly cheese. All these poor soldiers, dropping like flies. Or they're smaller than flies, dropping like gnats.
I wonder what would be a small pest to an army man. They only deal with giant pests.
Yeah, they're all pretty much giant. If last game is anything to go by. And don't worry, the pests will return. All too soon.
Just hope they don't like perfume.
Yeah, exactly. So we just had an ambush happen. An ambush in this instance entails all the soldiers being hidden in donuts and popping out.
Those nutrition facts to the right of you look really unhealthy. Brown pixels, light brown pixels.
Like they say, you never want to get too many pixels in your diet, especially the light brown ones. I don't know about you, but I don't typically leave donuts lying down in a refrigerator.
Put that in a baggie.
Not very fresh anymore is the problem. So we're almost at the top here, and can you guess what's at the top of the refrigerator?
What do we have here?
Ice cream.
You're not too far off, actually.
The freezer.
Yep. And here's a little thing that we have not been introduced to yet. It's a damage
What a
upgrade.
chilling development. That's enough serum to supply the whole
Oh,
town.
Sarge with his puns. A chilling development indeed.
Oh. He needs to say it in the Schwarzenegger voice.
Can you be cool? But we didn't have to really make too much advantage of the damage upgrade,
I've got to get back to the portal.
because that robot went down pretty easily anyway. But now, if you can believe it, here's where the game gets a little tough. Because when you're going back down, they have their reinforcements out.
So now you're really hungry.
Yeah, we've been passing up all this food now, we can't take it anymore!
The ham is so close.
So close yet so far. You'd think a bazooka would dent the glass enough.
Okay, that person put an empty orange sickle box in the fridge.
Conveniently enough for people to use cover.
Okay.
But yeah, if you noticed it before, it's actually General Plastro. He's on the wanted milk cartons.
Okay.
Machine guns are always the worst, but hey! An easy escape.
You made it.